Think we're silly? How can we speak to our child in the cradle? At the moment, the Almighty Lord again, who makes everyone speak, or whom He pleases speak, Jesus alayhi salam, Isa, by the power of Allah, started to speak to them, and He said, surely I am the servant of Allah. He has given me the book and made me a prophet. He has made me blessed wherever I may be. He has enjoined on me to pray, to give charity so long as I live, and to be dutiful to my mother. He has not made me insolent or unblessed. So peace upon me on the day I was born, on the day that I shall die, and on the day I shall be raised back to life. And this is the story of Maryam, another strong, powerful, courageous woman who did not fear or waver when her community addressed her or confronted her with the worst allegations. You know, today again you hear these rumors out there, Muslims this, Muslims that, Muslims doing this, Muslims doing that. Look at this ninja dressed from top to bottom in black. You know, labels and labels and labels and mockery and mockery and mockery. Who cares? Who cares? We know that we're on the path of truth. We know that we're on the path of Allah. Let those evil utterances not at all affect you. Wallahi. Let not those evil utterances affect you. You are a believer. You are a mu'min. You are a Muslim. You are a muhsin. You are a qanit. You are a slave of Allah. And you will be judged only by Allah, not by those evil, filthy, scummy, abominated people. And understand that. So the Almighty Lord again, dear sisters, through this example and this great woman, He called you. He called you to a Jannah, a paradise, in that which no ear has heard, no eye has seen, and no heart has ever imagined. Allahu Akbar. Another example of a role model from the Quran, who expressed a strong sign of faith in her Lord. You all know this beautiful woman. Her name is Hajar, the wife of the father of all prophets, Ibrahim alayhi salam. You know, subhanallah, this example is, you can say, the example. I will call it the example. She can be the role model. Think about it. Ibrahim alayhi salam, the prophet, he was commanded by his Lord to leave Palestine and go where? And to go to Mecca. But not as you know Mecca now. Mecca then was in between two mountains. It was a valley. It was barren. There was no life. There was no food. There was no water. There was no green plants or trees or anything. There was no water streams. There was nothing. It was dead. That was Mecca that Ibrahim was commanded to take his wife Hajar and his son Ismail and leave them there. Think about it. He was commanded to take them to this barren, lifeless valley in Mecca with nothing there. So, obviously being a prophet, a believer, he did not hesitate. He immediately replied to Allah's command and fulfilled his obligation, carried his son, carried his wife, all the way to the barren valley of Mecca from Palestine. He placed them, he sat them down in that barren valley, and then he turned his back away from them and started walking. You listen carefully here, wallahi, this should be written in gold. He turned his back away from them and started walking. Now when Hajar, not knowing what's going on, because she did not ask, where are we going? Why are we going? What are we doing here? Nothing. When she got there, and she got placed there, and she saw her husband, Ibrahim alayhi salam, turn his back away from them, and started walking back towards Palestine, then she said, Ya Ibrahim, where are you going? And then she asked again, Ya Ibrahim, in a loud voice, Allahu amaraka bihada? Allahu amaraka bihada? That did Allah command you to do this? To leave us here in this barren valley? With one single word. He said yes. Naam. He said yes. And that was all, wallahi, that was all she needed. She wanted from him the answer to her question. And she did not argue with him. She did not rebuke him or rebuttal him immediately. If that is the case, she said, for indeed Allah will never ever leave us. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Allahu Akbar. What an example. Left alone in a place, in an area, lifeless, no one there. There's no life, no plants, no animals, no humans, no rain, no water, nothing. All she had was the little bottle of water that she had with her and a little bit of food she carried with her, and that was it, period. But she had something that which was worth much more than all of that. Wallahi, she had faith. She had iman. She had taqwa in Allah. She knew with full certainty that the Almighty Lord is the one that provides. Is the one that provides sustenance and provisions. And if He commanded this, then surely He will not leave us. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. So she was left in that emptiness place, nothing or no one but a little baby to look after. And there she stayed, and she remained until the Almighty Lord, after she proven herself, she proven her faith to Allah, He blessed her with a well which is known to all humanity, Muslim and non-Muslim, a well that is still being drunk from that time, the time that the angel hit his wing, Angel Jibreel alayhi salam, onto the ground, and thus a well of water came spilling out, gushing forth. And wallahi, Muslims to this day and to the end of days, they will be drinking from this well. And subhanallah, imagine this faith. Imagine this faith. Today, for example, you see many people, they live with their husbands or with their parents or whatever. They say, we haven't got this, we haven't got that, we need this, we need that. And in reality, they need nothing. What they need is, wallahi, to be induced with taqwa, to be induced with faith. They do not need anything but that. But yet they whinge, they are cranky, they are angry, they are nursing grudges, and all the time, we need. You need nothing but iman. You need nothing but iman. You need nothing but to follow the example of Hajar, to follow the example of Asiya or Maryam or the mother of that pit. That is what you need. وَلَا حَوْلَ وَلَا قُوَّةَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. Again, the Almighty Lord, my beloved sisters, is calling you to a paradise as wide as the heavens and the earth. Please reply. Please reply. It is there before your very eyes. Let us turn back the pages of history. If you turn back the pages in history, you will find that the first woman, that the first Muslim, the first Shaheed, the first martyr was not a courageous man, was not a bodybuilder, was not a male, but the first Shaheed, the first martyr in Islam was no more than a strong, courageous, powerful, faithful, truthful woman by the name of Sumayyah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Sumayyah, the mother of Ammar, the wife of Yasir, who suffered all types of tortures. When Abu Jahl, that evil, obscene man,